Have you ever walked into a room and felt people sizing you up? What if you can flip that reaction without saying a word? In this video, I'll break down 3 powerful tricks that make you look dangerous and not to be messed with, without needing to posture, puff your chest out, or even open your mouth. But before we start, let me say that danger is a vibe, not a volume. Danger isn't about noise, it's about presence. And presence doesn't come from how loud you speak. It comes from how little you need to. So keep watching. Trick number 1. Here's the first trick. Stillness. Not the passive slouch type of stillness. I'm talking about the predator stillness. A quiet, measured presence that communicates readiness without fear. When you see a predator in the wild, like a lion or a wolf, do they bounce around nervously? Do they fidget or constantly adjust themselves? No, they're still, composed, completely relaxed, and ready to explode into action if they need to. Movement, especially random or anxious movement, is a cue of nervousness. People who are fidgeting, pacing, adjusting their clothes constantly, they leak insecurity. Predators, on the other hand, they conserve their energy. They move with intention. So when you enter a space, whether it be a bar, a subway car, or a tense situation, hold yourself like someone that's assessing, not reacting. Now, I suggest if you want to practice this, the first thing you should do is to learn to control your hands. Not like me where I talk with my hands all the time. Don't rub them or touch your face. Let them rest comfortably, either by your side, in your pockets with your thumbs out, or calmly clasp. Second thing to do, don't bounce on your feet. Plant yourself with a calm posture and avoid shifting forwards and backwards. Maybe scan the room slowly. Don't dart your eyes. Meaning, pan your gaze like you're observing, not reacting. When you hold that kind of stillness, you immediately project control. You're saying, I'm not nervous, I'm not impressed, and I'm not here to entertain you. That kind of energy unsettles the fake tough guys and quietly earns the respect from the real ones. Trick number 2. The second trick is about how you look at people. And no, it's not about trying to outstare someone or mean mug anyone that passes you. That's insecure energy. The power move here is what I call the red stare. And it's all about how you look at someone, not how long. Let me explain. When you make eye contact with someone, the goal is not to intimidate them, but to make it crystal clear that you've just read them. As in, you've seen them, you've assessed them, you've weighed them up, and you're still calm. This brief eye contact, combined with a slight pause, tells the other person, I'm not afraid of you. I'm aware of you. And I've already decided you're not a threat. That's unnerving because most people don't know what to do with calm, non-reactive awareness. So how do you do it? When someone looks at you, don't instantly look away or stare them down. Instead, pause for half a second longer that feels comfortable. Hold that eye contact without tension in your face. Then break the gaze on your terms, slowly, without rushing, as if you're already bored. If you really want to sell it, follow it with a slight nod of the head. Not a sign of submission, but a message to say that I saw you and that's all I needed. This kind of look is unsettling because it doesn't trigger that fight or flight reaction in most people. It just makes the other person uncertain, and that's your advantage. Trick number 3. The third trick is about how you move, but more importantly, how you don't move. Most people move as if they're trying to take up less space. They walk with hesitation. They look down. They even adjust their pace depending on who's around. Now, this isn't you. Looking dangerous starts with owning your own frame, your physical space, your posture, and your pace. And here's how. Think of your posture as your armor. Stand like a person that doesn't expect to be challenged, but is ready if they are. Shoulders relaxed, not puffed. Chest open, not forced. Your chin level, not tilted up like a peacock. The second thing is, as I've said before, you must move with purpose. Whether you're walking, turning, or reaching for something, do it deliberately. Not fast, not slow, just decisive. When you move like that, you're just communicating one thing. You're not worried. You're not in a rush. You're not apologetic. You're not nervous. You're in control. People that move with this kind of composure, especially in environments where anxiety and ego dominate the room, you'll stand out. Of course, the third thing to add is that you don't react to provocations. If someone bumps into you, pause, turn slowly, and look at them. There's no need to react instantly. Just the act of pausing before responding creates uncertainty in their mind. Because you're saying, I'm not here to play games, but I'm not here to lose them either. That's dangerous energy, and people feel it. So let's pull this all together. Looking dangerous without saying a word is about control of yourself, not dominance of others. It's how people see you. So to increase your impact in the environment, remember, less movement, be more precise, calm, ready, and composed. The second trick was the red stare, I see you. Controlled eye contact that says, I see you and I'm not impressed. And this combines with solid frame movement. Move like a person that owns their space and doesn't react to foolishness. These tactics don't require size, aggression, or words. They require discipline and self-awareness, and a willingness to carry yourself like someone who's not looking for trouble, but will end it if it comes. So what's the takeaway? Looking dangerous without saying a word comes down to one powerful thing. You're not performing, you're preparing. You don't need to act like a threat. You have to become someone who's not easily threatened. And that's the real goal here. Because men who constantly feel the need to prove themselves by barking at other people, by puffing their chests out, by playing alpha in every situation, those men are living in fear. Fear that someone might not respect them. Fear that they'll be exposed. Fear that they'll be tested and they'll fail. And fear always leaks. People can sense it in your walk, in your talk, in your posture, and your reactions. But when you take the time to understand yourself, your fears, your triggers, your insecurities, and master them, something happens. You become the kind of person that carries calm like a weapon. You stop reacting to every challenge like it's personal, because it's not. It never was. And when that happens, when your energy becomes calm and composed, measured and unshakable, you stop being a target. People feel it, even if they can't explain it. They sense you're not the one. They feel the certainty in the way that you stand, the way that you look at them, the way that you don't scramble to respond or justify your existence. You're unbothered, not because you don't care, but because you don't need to convince anyone of your worth. And that's rare. And rare things command attention. Let me ask you something personal. You can drop a comment if you like. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't know how to carry yourself? Maybe you tried to act tough, but it felt forced. Maybe you tried to avoid a confrontation, but you walked away feeling weak. Maybe you just didn't know the line between confidence and aggression. And that's normal. Most men are never taught how to develop presence. We're told to either man up or calm down, but we're never shown how to walk the middle line. How to be assertive without being aggressive, calm without being passive, quiet without being submissive. But presence is learned. And what you're learning now is powerful. It starts with awareness, but it grows with practice. And that's the challenge I'm leaving with you. Thanks for watching.